A war on guns has been declared by Caricom heads of government following the conclusion of the two-day Caricom Crime Symposium. An alarm has been raised over the epidemic of crime and violence in the Caribbean, fueled by the narcotics trade, illegal guns, and organized criminal gangs. This is being viewed as a threat to democracy and stability of societies in the region. A press statement from CARICOM reads, "We call on the United States of America to reciprocate and join the Caribbean in its war on guns."
What can the United States government do in this situation? And there are things the government can do. Yeah. And there are things we'll ask the U.S. government to do. For example, help us fund border protection. Help us with training. Help us with information gathering, information sharing. Who are the gun runners? Help us to identify the source of the equipment. Or if we do interdict people here, help us with tracing, break down the trafficking of the items. So these are things that the government can do within the objective of trying to prevent people who are engaged in the criminality to not be successful in their endeavor.
The symposium addressed crime and violence as a public health issue. The leaders stated their concern over the increased illegal gun exports from the United States. Jamaica's Prime Minister Andrew Holness says despite what seems like a daunting task, the region must stay the course to preserve peace in the Caribbean.
If we accept the situation as it is, then the realistic outcome is that guns will continue to flow. It is by starting an action, it is by putting the situation to the United States, whether through legal channels, diplomatic channels, bilateral channels, by joining together as we have done to bring attention to the problem, that we will change the narrative, change the outlook, change the perspectives.
CARICOM's declaration of a war on guns seeks to allow for the immediate and effective implementation of a CARICOM arrest warrant treaty. The bloc wants to strengthen the capacity of regional intelligence, establish an entity under impacts to assist in the containment of corruption and financial crimes, and urge the United States to join the Caribbean's war on guns.
It may mean that we probably have to write people at the political level to inform them, to make them aware of the magnitude of the problem, because we do not produce guns in any of the islands. And it's proven that most of the guns come from outside. So that document will raise the level of awareness to tell people, listen to me, there is a problem, and that problem is coming from outside, which is impacting on us internally.
The CARICOM heads of government are determined to ensure the Caribbean remains a zone of peace, which will allow for a stable and prosperous community for all citizens. Joachim Duplessis, HTS News Force.